In this video, I'm going to show you guys where the security gateway module is located on your HD Ram 5th gen 2019 to about 2024. This is a 2020 we're going to be showing you guys on, and I've got this device here. We're going to be installing it. It's located right behind your instrument panel. So we're going to have to pop off a few panels here, pop off the instrument surround, and then we'll take the cluster out, and it's right behind it. We're going to take the gateway module out, put in this device here, and then we can access it with our OBD2 port. There is another one that you can buy that I currently have installed, which plugs in here, and then you have to run some jumpers, but it kind of adds a little bit of mess under there, and I prefer to do it this way. That way you don't have extra cables dangling about. Okay, first things first, let's put our tilt down as low as it'll go. It'll give you the most working room. And then we're going to grab on the bottom of the gauge surround. There's going to be some speed clips, and then once you kind of pop it out from the lower area, then it's going to pull down. So there's speed clips on the top. I'll show you guys once we kind of get it out here how it works. Got one more here. Okay, so there you go. So you've got these two clips holding it this way, and then once you get these out, then you have to pull it down. You got the three across the top, just those plastic speed clips. So now we have to pop out these pieces right here. So we got a Phillips screw behind right here that we got to get to. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy out. I've seen people remove the whole center stack, which you don't necessarily have to. You can kind of get around it right there. And then there's a matching panel on this side. So there's the one on that side. Two speed clips, so pop it this way and then out to get the tab out. So now we've got our bolts right here, and then there's two more up above right here. So I'll show you guys again. So here's the two speed clips. So you're popping and prying this way, and then that unhinges, and again this goes like this. So that, and then that comes out. This one here, like I said, if you want to take out your whole center stack, you know, go for it. It's just a lot more work, but the screw you're trying to get to is right there, so you can pop this out of the way and finagle it out of the way. And then we got a screw up here, up there, and then this one and that one. So let's get those four out. All right, the bolts right here, or screws, are 7mm. So get yourself a 7mm driver and unscrew them. Once you take out these two bottom screws right here, you're going to be able to pop this trim panel piece out right here. So I'll show you guys this one once it comes out. It's got a lot of interesting hooks and whatnot on it. Okay, so screw, clip, clip. So that reveals the two 7mm screws that are holding the bottom of the gauge cluster in, one there and then one over here. Okay, with those four screws out, we can move our gauge cluster. It is a little bit of a snug fit. We gotta unplug the back of it. So we'll try to tilt it, rotate it. Here's the plug right here. So we're gonna squeeze the locking tab right here. You kind of heard it click. Get a different angle on it. There we go. So squeeze right here. Mine's painted green for some reason. And then out she comes. So there, our old gauge cluster is out. All right, so from here, the security gateway is actually right on top of our steering column. So there's two latches. I don't know that I'll be able to get a camera in there for you guys, but the latches are on the top. I'll show you guys once I unplug it. So there's the one with the latch. Reach in here and grab the second one. There we go. So here is the two plugs. Again, they have green on them. So the two latches right there. So here's the bypass module that we're going to be installing. Some people do all this work and then put it all back in, so that they have that added security there. If you're like me and you're constantly working on your vehicle and doing stuff and want to be able to check codes, clear codes, all that stuff yourself, I'm going to be leaving this installed. So anyways, let's plug these 2 connections in, and then I'm going to tie wrap it over here so it's not bouncing around or rattling. All right, so here it is. Both latches are fully engaged. Like I said, I'm going to throw a tie wrap on it so it doesn't rattle. If you want, now's a good time to connect to your system. Make sure that you can get into everything, you know, check codes, clear codes, that you have full access before you put all this stuff back in, because obviously it's a lot of work to get to it, and you want to make sure your device is working properly. Also, I will link this down in the description where you guys can buy these at an affordable price. So check out the link in the description and you guys can pick yourself up one of those. All right, so there we go. It's secured, it's fastened, it works. Now you can check codes, clear codes, do all that stuff. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, I'm doing a ton of other stuff. We did full limited interior, we did full limited headliner, we're doing the big screen upgrade on the 5th gen. Also, we're doing the steering wheel where you get the upgraded buttons on the back, and we're also right now upgrading the cluster. So if you guys like 5th gen mods, even center console swaps, I got a ton on this channel, so definitely hit the subscribe button, check out the other videos, and if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys on the next one.